Welcome to the Mundo Show. My name is Mundo. I am your host, and I am one of Pace Morby's business partners, where we own a 181-unit apartment complex together. I'm a two-time CFO of the year. I own multiple companies. I have been featured in Forbes, and I've spoken on the same stages with some of the best, such as Grant Cardone, Cody Sanchez, and Pace Morby. I am your host, where we talk all things related to real estate and business. So let's go ahead and dive right in and talk to today's guest. All right, welcome back. Today we have a special guest. We have Beckham in the house. Welcome to the show, Beckham. Thank you for joining. And why don't you start by telling us a little bit about yourself? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Yeah, tell us.
12.
Yeah, that's awesome. So we are going to talk today about the importance of building relationships, both with the real estate side. So me as an investor building a relationship with a real estate agent, and then the agent themselves building relationships with investors like me, and why that's important on both sides. Before we jump into that, Beckham, tell us, how old are you?
3?
You're 3?
Yeah.
Wow. And do you like to buy properties? Yeah. What do properties give us?
Hippo. Hippo.
Cash flow.
I can go.
You like cash flow? So do properties give us cash flow?
Yeah.
Yes. What do you like about properties?
Hippo.
What's that?
Hippo.
You have to talk into the microphone, buddy.
Hippo. Hippo. Hippo.
So it's really important to build relationships with real estate agents because they're the ones with all the deals. All you have to do is build relationships with 5 to 10, maybe, real estate agents that are constantly sending you deals, and your phone is going to be blowing up 24/7. But in my line of work, it is really hard to find those relationships. He's done with the podcast. So he said he's done. So I guess we're done. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep finishing. Okay, buddy. You're done with the podcast? Okay, that's cool. I'll see you upstairs in a little bit. So one thing that's really on my mind that I wanted to bring up is that I've been having a lot of phone calls lately with real estate agents, and a lot of them have been very poor conversations where they're just immediately like, no, we don't want to do creative finance. My seller doesn't want this, when they haven't even talked to the seller. And if you think about what real estate agents are trying to do, they're obviously trying to sell houses, right? So customer service and building relationships is really important if you are trying to sell something. And a lot of agents are really just being just downright rude and nasty towards their client, like, or their customer. I'm the customer, right? I'm the buyer. And instead of really seeing the big picture of building a relationship with the investor, which who I very well could be a repeat buyer for them, they decide to, because they've probably been burned by a bunch of wholesalers who couldn't perform on the contracts, they just take this blanket approach that all investors are bad and none of them are going to do what they say they're going to do, right? Obviously, that's not me, but you're fighting that when you're talking to agents. Now, I have some really great relationships with agents, and there's some agents out there that absolutely kill it. They send me deals all the time. I work with them. I send them leads all the time. And we just have a really great relationship with each other. And those are the agents that you want to get connected to. You don't want to be like some of the agents out there that are just automatically, cutting you off and telling you how they've been doing this for 20 years and they've never seen a deal where it worked out well for a client, or their client would never be interested in something like that when they haven't even presented the offer to their client. So don't be like those agents. Keep an open mind and build relationships with buyers like me. I will tell you right now, I have a blacklist of agents that I will never do a deal with. So you need to keep that in mind when you're talking to prospective clients or customers that are investors, that just like on your end, how you're probably forming a list of people that you don't want to work with, I'm doing the same thing with you with real estate agents. If I have a really negative interaction, I don't have any time in my business for negativity or for people that are not growth mindset focused. And if you're going to be negative, nasty, disrespectful, you're gone. You're on the blacklist. I will never send you a deal ever again. And guess what? Whenever my investor friends ask me about agents in the area, I'm going to tell them, hey, these are the superstars. And by the way, don't ever talk to A, B, C, D, E. And you don't want to be on that list as A, B, C, D, E. So it's really critical for you to be a rock star with every single interaction that you have with investors, because they're doing the same thing on their end and they are disqualifying agents and putting them in their blacklist to never work with again. So don't be that person. Be a rock star, be a unicorn agent, and send deals to investors that you love to work with and build relationships with them, because they're going to bring their investor friends as well to help you grow in your business, to give back value if you're giving back value as well. So I'm glad my guest here, Beckham, made a rare appearance for a good like minute and a half. So I just thought it'd be something fun to do a different little episode. Didn't go the direction that I was expecting, but that's what happens when you have a 3.5-year-old. See you next time.
Thanks for watching.